Hi, Cancer. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for tuning back in, or welcome if you are new here. So today we're going to go ahead and do a reading for you. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Jupiter. So we're going to see anything that Spirit wants you to know. This could be about your spiritual journey, your spiritual path. This could be about love, career, guidance for you. Whatever comes up, we're going to leave it open. And just take what's going to fit with you. Just take what's going to resonate with you, okay? So let's get into it, Cancer. Also, if you do enjoy this reading, please go ahead and hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It helps the channel so much, and it helps people to find the reading if they need to hear it. So I'd really appreciate that. All right, so let's get into it. So Cancer, what are the messages for you? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Jupiter for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? We have trust your talents in changing times. So I'm getting already this kind of warrior energy. We have warrior here at the bottom. Be fearless and stand strong. Some of you here could be kind of going through a time of, maybe it almost kind of feels like maybe something has changed for you recently, or something will change. But I'm getting it's very much about divine detours right now. So if you have that happen, or if that's going to happen, it really does feel like this is requiring your strength, your emotional, spiritual, mental strength right now. So really trust in whatever this says, trust your talents in changing time. So it could be something you're applying yourself to, something you're doing. But I'm hearing Spirit say this is the final hurdle. So we'll see what else comes up here with the tarot and what this could be in reference to for you, Cancer. But just know, if you've been a bit challenged by something, especially maybe when it comes to certain things that you are applying yourself to in work maybe, or career, or even just something that requires you to be strong within yourself right now. For some reason, I'm getting a hippopotamus in my mind's eye. I don't really know what the meaning of that is, but if somebody knows, or if you can maybe research what that means, the animal hippo. But we also have Heart Guardian, let yourself be loved, and love, and shift your perception. I'm hearing Mercury. Wow, so it really feels here, Cancer, like a lot of you are moving into a very honest and vulnerable space. And it feels like if you have not been having this yet, it's almost like Spirit wants to bring you a message that you will, after you kind of go through these hurdles here, whatever they are, it's like you will open your heart more after this experience. So if it's about a relationship, if it's about your love life, it's about even your career, it just feels like your energy is being tested here, or it will be. But at the end of it, I'm getting 444 here too, which I know can be about stability. So your angels could communicate with you through 444, or the angel number 444, if you see that. And I do feel like they want you to know that you're being very comforted right now. I think there's like a guide coming up for you to comfort you, especially for those of you who may need that right now. If you need any type of comfort, or if you feel like you're not safe, or you don't feel comforted, I do feel like there's a sense of your guides want you to be happy. I'm hearing they want you to do whatever you need to do here, Cancer, to be happy. And maybe you already have the answer to that, or maybe you feel a bit confused as to how to allow yourself to be happy. And it's a journey, I'm being told, it's a process. It's not something that I think that you're forcing, or that you should be forcing, but they really want you to step into your full kind of happiness and joy, which would require you to open your heart. We have the Tower at the bottom. So yeah, there could be the Tower and the Two of Pentacles. Again, I'm picking up for somebody, that won't be for everyone, but if you, I think that came up for Libra too, but if you are in a challenging time right now, just know that it's kind of like a tornado that is temporary. It's quick, it's fast, but it causes damage, but at the end of it, you will be able to repair and start something new, or you're going to be able to have a different kind of way to do this. I'm getting gray clouds here that are passing by you. So again, this can be representative of this warrior here, something that requires you to know that the clouds in your life will pass. Let's see, Page of Swords. I'm hearing Missouri for some reason, so that could be someone lives in Missouri. Then this message could be for you, or if there's some significant trip or something to Missouri. Yeah, I really feel that your guides want to give you primarily, Cancer, some guidance to shake it off. Seven of Swords. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I'm hearing shake it off with the love here and let yourself be loved, and the air guardian, shift your perception. It's like it's really important for you to shake off any maybe negativity, or shake off any uncomfortable energy. I'm hearing give yourself the opportunity. So give yourself the opportunity to Queen of Cups. Yeah, I mean, the main thing I'm getting here, Cancer, that Spirit really wants to reiterate is that this is a time for you to focus on your emotions, a time for you to focus on, see that kind of the water is not, it's kind of rocky in the background, but they want you to focus on your cup of love, Queen of Cups and the Heart Guardian. Focus on your inner world, focus on your self-love, focus on, especially if you are in the middle of any type of challenge or adversity, it's really important here to center and ground, or center your emotions right now, because I feel like I'm hearing also to stay true to what you want. It's like kind of like the heart wants what the heart wants. The heart knows what the heart wants. So I feel like you need to trust in your heart and trust your intuition with whatever situation you could be going through. That seems to be where you can fall back on at the moment. For some of you, I'm getting the Hanged Man. It's almost like I feel something that has been troubling you for a while is gonna smooth over or come to an end. So kind of like a temperance energy. So whether that's challenges that you have, that again require you to stand strong. It could be in your career, it could be in a relationship, it could be just internal struggles that you're going through with the Hanged Man here too. They do want you to know that I'm seeing a candle too, and I'm hearing Spirit say that we are guiding you. So they are guiding you, Spirit and your guides are guiding you right now. Because when I'm looking at the Seven of Swords, it kind of takes me back to this energy of the fox, which gives me this like uncomfortable energy of something is making a situation challenging here, Cancer, or something is nagging at you or under your skin, or it can be that there's a sense of, even if it's something within you, like a blockage or fear or worry, it still can kind of have the capability to get under your skin, sort of. And this is where Spirit's saying that right now, during this almost transitionary phase for you with the Warrior and the Hanged Man, they want you to stay strong, they want you to hang in there, and they want you to, if you feel this type of way, especially if it's coming from within you, your heart space, your heart chakra, your emotions, your following your heart, opening your heart, letting yourself be loved, letting yourself feel love, letting yourself express your emotions, and even connecting with people who can give you that comfort. Because remember, I said comfort too. because it feels like that's what they kind of want you to know. And we have this shift your perception too. So especially if this is something that is within you, you know, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Swords, maybe you feel like you can't do this, or like, for example, with the Two of Pentacles, I have too many, I have too much on my plate, or this situation is too much for me to handle, or something like that. That could be for some of you. And it really does feel like, some of you, I'm getting a message that you could travel on an airplane here, and that's just coming up for some reason. But yeah, look at that, the Warrior. Wow. So the Warrior twice, exactly. So Cancer, this is definitely the firm message for you that you are a warrior, and that you're being called to really harness your warrior power. Because there's a sense of this too shall pass. If this is what you're going through here, this too shall pass, they want you to know. For some of you, I'm getting this interesting message about not being able to speak your truth. Okay, I'm not sure how that will connect. If you feel somehow like you're unable to speak your truth, or you have even not had the opportunity to speak your truth to somebody or to some situation, and it kind of is building up within you, or it's making you feel a certain way. Yeah, this message won't be for everybody, okay? But for someone out there, if you are in, especially if it's maybe a relationship or just some type of a friendship or interaction around you, I'm hearing that there could be a disagreement, there could be some arguments, there could be some misunderstandings. And I'm hearing Spirit say that try to compromise, or try to see the situation from both angles, try to see each other's perspective for somebody who that could be for, because it will help the situation to come into more balance. And again, I'm hearing a threat that is not real, or a perceived threat. So basically, to summarize this reading here, Cancer, I feel like they want you to know that whatever this threat, disagreements, internal troubles that you have, that I can't do this, or I can't get through this, or that you need to stay strong all the time, with the Crone here and the Queen of Cups and the Heart Guardian, it feels like you have mastered, or you're soon to come into this mastery of your emotional realm, of being able to, again, kind of hold this container of self-love within yourself, and also knowing why experiences here, how to understand everybody else's perspective if there's other people involved, but also how to shift your own mindset into seeing the good in it, or seeing the higher purpose to it, so that you can set your own heart free, if that makes sense to you. Setting yourself free to open your heart, even if there's been troubles, even if there have been situations that have been maybe unfair or nagging at you somehow. It's like this warrior energy is necessary, but at the same time, there's also a time to open your heart. There's also a time to soften, and that's something coming up here. So however that's going to connect with you, the medallion. This one kind of wanted to come out too, the sword. For some of you, I'm hearing the message that you may soon rethink a plan. You may soon rethink a certain path. Maybe you're going to almost, again, not in a way where you're going to sacrifice your desires or your own needs for anybody else or for any other situation, even if it's the, the circumstances of the world, whatever it could be. It just feels like you're going to be rethinking a certain path, and you're following with this medallion. See how it's kind of like this medallion and this heart that she's wearing too. There's something that you're following that no matter what no matter what the forces are, you have what was I going to say here? Two of Swords. Yeah, again, you're kind of going to allow yourself to set yourself free for love despite the challenges. I keep getting something about the challenges here that have made it hard for you to love or to even follow your passions. The Knight of Cups, it doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be something that you really want to. I almost feel like for some of you, you've been suppressing yourself. I think I said before too, there may even be a certain conversation. If it's not that, it's just something within you that you've been suppressing, a creative thing, or just the way to fully express yourself has been a bit zipped up. And I feel like I'm hearing that this is definitely a time again to sweeten up. Okay, so if you find, whether it is a person, whether it is a relationship, or this is just your own journey, try to soften the energy a bit and try to smooth over those sharp edges. Okay, because some of you have been going through a pretty difficult time, and it's like I'm hearing the time is enough now. So if you've been holding this warrior energy for too long, and even for some of you, if there has been a situation where you've been putting effort and effort and effort into it, and maybe it has not changed, or maybe it has not shown you any real results from it, but you keep putting all of your effort into it, it might be time to think about yourself first. It might be time to kind of divert that energy back onto you and choose the path that is really in alignment with your own heart. Because there's definitely been some type of indecision here with the Two of Swords. So I can definitely see this possibly being a relationship for a lot of you, or for some of you. And also another message coming up for you is that if you have been applying yourself to everything else other than romantic love, if you've been putting so much work into your own life, it's almost like the romantic love, if you're single, is the cherry on top. So you not putting it as a central focus. It's kind of time to allow more emotional connection, but also to know that it's the cherry on top. It's not the whole plate, it's not the whole dinner. I'm hearing if the shoe fits, then the shoe fits. So I feel like Spirit's also wanting to say something about, again, possibly some type of romantic connection here with the Knight of Cups. If the shoe fits, it's like you got to go with your heart. And also the Sun. Yes, the Sun. Okay, yeah, definitely for somebody here needs to hear this. If it is about love, you may have been going through a lot of difficult connections, or you may have not been able to find the person for you, or you've been even for some of you having a challenge in your current relationship, if that's the case, and it kind of felt like maybe there's been outside forces even, or there's been things testing the two of you, whichever one it is. But if the shoe fits with the Sun, then you can't deny that. So there's a feeling of Spirit wanting you to know that what can't be denied is where the heart is. So whatever that's going to mean for you, it just feels like like I said before, they bring me back to the message where they want you to be happy. Your guides really want to tell you that we want you to be really happy. We want you to be successful. We want you to, but more importantly, it's about yourself. It's not about what you have outside of you. It's about, they want you to find genuine, ultimate, deep happiness within, which will also allow you to have fulfilling romantic partnerships and connections around you. But the first thing you have to do is to look within and to know that your own emotional needs come first. Okay. And for some of you, there's also a theme here of really releasing a lot of old pain or old trauma. Could even be from inner child, something long ago. It feels like this has been an avoided topic maybe for somebody out there, or this has been just a situation where it kind of felt like, again, you always had to be, you can push through this final hurdle. If you got through everything else, you can get through this last cloud in the sky, which I feel will require you to, it's kind of like if you're going on a boat ride and you can see the smooth waters ahead, but you have to go through the choppy storm, and then you can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel is over here. So for someone here, it could be really helpful to write a letter. It could be to somebody, or it could just be to yourself, and burn it and really throw it in the fire and burn it. This will help to release any pent up emotions or unspoken things, because I keep getting that theme here. Either you or maybe even somebody else around you here, Cancer, feels like there's been unspoken things, and it's almost like if you avoid it for so long, it causes this pent up, frustrated energy that needs to be released. So that could be a really good way to do it if you don't have a direct conversation with somebody. We have the Deer. Look at that, love. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Yes, exactly. And again, I'm hearing don't beat around the bush. But I think for you though, Cancer, even if it is about a relationship, then you would know that. And that's, in that case, it's about having compassion for your partner, having compassion for yourself, and just ultimately having compassion for the whole situation. But if it's just about you, Spirit really wants you to be proud of yourself for how far you've come and how much love you do have to give. This Knight of Cups and the Sun here is everything left within you to be exposed, things that you've buried within. It's just going after it now, letting the water flow, letting the cup be overflowing and not holding it back anymore. That's what this, however you can kind of get there, is what Spirit wants you to look at right now. And that's something coming in for you. So I hope that this reading could help, Cancer. Definitely let me know in the comments if you're open to it. It really helps me to connect to your energy for any future reading. So I'd love to hear. But I will talk to you next time. Thanks for tuning in, and lots of love.